What's up to all of my Aries out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. Today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology surrounding this upcoming full moon lunar eclipse happening in Capricorn on Saturday, July 4th or Sunday, July 5th of 2020, depending on where you are in the world. But wherever you'll be, this is intense. This is the third and final eclipse of this eclipse season, and it's happening in Capricorn, which is an area of our lives where there has been a lot of activity over the past few years. And we're looking back to 2017 when Saturn entered into Capricorn. The end of 2017, December, and we started undergoing this series of tests and this series of trials and challenges and blockages and destructions and transformations. And for you guys, my Aries, this has been in your 12th house. So this has been in your career house. And if this hasn't been touching your career, it's been touching your ambitions, or what kind of your long-term goals for achievement are, or what kind of world you're trying to build for yourself. And with Capricorn energy here, there's been a lot of work. So a lot of my Aries, it's been a lot about putting in so much work to building the kind of world that you'd like to achieve for yourself, to building the kind of career that you'd like to achieve for yourself. And some of you might have gone major losses in this area and major transformations, and you might be feeling even a little bit on the edge of just like, gosh, I've been putting in all this work. And through the 6 months energetic release of this full moon, we're going to see a completion in a sense to a lot of this, and maybe even the release of a lot of blockages that have been getting in the way of you kind of moving forward in this direction of what your long-term ambitions for achievement are, and some of these blockages being removed from your path here. And we do have Saturn. Now he's retrograded back into Capricorn from Aquarius, where he had been, to join the party of this lunar eclipse. So we have Saturn back here for this element of completion of that cycle, and this element of review, and this element to go back and kind of stabilize some of the changes that we've made have been positive. And we have also our retrograde Pluto and our retrograde Jupiter there. So we have to look back at some of the decisions that we made, and maybe even review where we were guided out of fear, and that it led us down some paths that ultimately didn't feel as positive for us as we thought they would be, and maybe review where we can to make some changes that are led out of more of a space of love, and led out of more of a space of connection, and led out of more of a space of your higher self. And with this full moon happening also with the sun over there in Cancer, your 4th house, there's now a sense of awareness also tuned to your home life, and finding some kind of balance, not only between your home life and your career life, but also your emotional world and kind of your outer world, and finding some congruency there. We don't want to leave one or the other neglected. We don't want to leave you emotionally void while you're putting all this work and energy into building this world for yourself. Whereas we also don't want to get wrapped too much into an emotional hole and neglect building the world. This is about kind of integrating some balance from both of those areas into your life. But in any case, this is going to be an exciting next 6 months, and where we have been seeking to be guided by our inner voice and by our inner alignment, we're definitely going to be seeing some changes surrounding the work that we've put into those areas come out. So let's see here. Okay, yes, we pulled the 10 of Pentacles. This is one of the best cards that we can get in the deck, my Aries. So yeah, this is you coming into the abundance of Pentacles that you have been working so hard for. This is the world. This is things coming together. This is manifestation packed behind all the hard work that you've been putting in towards your career goals, or towards your long-term ambitions, or towards the kind of world that you're trying to create for yourself. This is definitely seeing some rewards come out on the other side of all of that. Saturn likes to give rewards. He gives rewards for all of the trials. He gives rewards for all of the the tribulations. There's lessons through all of that. There's growth through all of that. And there's definitely things like this that are able to come out on the other side of it, coming into a new level of magical awareness. So let's see. The challenge for some of us is in the High Priestess. So maybe some of us are having a challenge in sitting still and just being receptive to our intuition at this moment. I know Mars is in Aries and we're ready to go. We've got this fire. We've got this drive. We want to move forward. We want to manifest. We want to see results. We want to create. But there's a lot of value sometimes in sitting back and being receptive to your intuition and to your inner wisdom and to your inner guidance, and kind of letting that flow you through some of these decision-making processes and keep you kind of aligned on the path of your soul's mission here. So definitely work to tune into some of that intuition within you this week, where it might be kind of challenging for some of you guys. We can work to kind of reverse that energy and channel it into a positive source. And next we did pull the Knight of Pentacles. So whereas we have thought that things have been moving slowly, like I said, maybe we've been feeling things like haven't been manifesting as quickly as we want them to. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly, but he also moves very thoroughly. He's very thorough about his movements. He's very plotted. He's very methodical, and there's an end in sight. He's not looking at what's in front of him here. He's not looking at this pinnacle. He's looking at what's in front, what's ahead, what can he attain from up here. So I think this is definitely kind of the arrival into that space after this thorough movement that I feel like a lot of my Aries have been through as they've been going through kind of unpacking and examining a lot of their long-term goals and ambitions for achievement. You've been very thorough and kind of thinking about how you want to align that to your inner purpose and how that feels comfortable to you and in alignment with you. So this is just about coming to the end of that journey. And not necessarily the complete end of that journey, but coming to a level of manifestation within that journey. And though it might feel like it's coming slower than you want it to, it is within the next 6 months release of this full moon lunar eclipse. You should see a change. You should see a shift there and a level of closure and completion. But in any case, I love you guys all so much. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will be back next week.